Okay, I'm going to try to show you all of these constructions. Bear with me. First one is constructing a rhombus with this length. Measure that segment exactly. I'm going to draw our two arcs. Move my pointer down to the other side. Draw another arc. I'm going to choose somewhere on my first arc to be the third side. So I'm going to choose that from there. And then based on that spot, put my pointer back there. Draw a third arc. Those will be the vertices of my rhombus. Now I need to just connect all three of those, or all four. Remember, some rhombuses, they might be skinnier, they might be more wide, but as long as they have all four sides equal, that is a rhombus. All four sides equal. Next, I'm going to make a parallel line. I'm going to extend this line through. Take my compass, measure over halfway between P and N. I'm going to draw an arc. Easier said than done. I'm going to move my compass up to N and draw same arc. Looks like I need to extend that line a little bit more. Making sure my compass is the same size. Yep. Move it up to N. Draw a second arc. Take my compass, measure this angle. Move my compass up to here. And I'm going to draw another arc. Now I'm going to draw a line through N and that point right there. That is a parallel line. These two lines are parallel. Alright, next, equilateral triangle. I'm going to measure the length between S and R. I'm going to put a dot on either side to make it a little bit easier. With my compass at this radius, I'm going to draw an arc. I'm going to switch the pointer down to R and draw another arc. And I'm going to connect those 3 points. That will be an equilateral triangle. Next, I'm going to do a hexagon and a circle. I'm first going to draw the diameter through the middle. I'm going to label these endpoints, or at least draw dots, make it easier. Take my compass, measure the radius of the circle from the middle to the outside, and I'm going to draw an arc right here. And then one over here. I'm going to switch my compass down to the bottom point and draw 2 more arcs, making sure not to move the radius of my compass. Those will be the 6 marks for your hexagon. You just need to connect those now. That is a hexagon, 6-sided. Next, a parallelogram. This is way more complicated. I'm going to flip my paper over like this, and I'm going to approach it from this direction. So I'm going to extend this line. I'm going to label my end points, extend my line a little bit longer. Take my compass, I'm going to make an arc that connects these two, just over halfway. I'm going to move my compass up to E, draw another arc. I'm going to take my compass and measure this distance. Measure that distance exactly. A little bit smaller, right there. Now take my tip, put it up here, and draw another little arc. Now I'm going to connect E through that point. And next, to finish it up, I'm going to go from D. I'm going to measure this angle. I'm going to draw another arc this size. Hopefully I have room on here. And it looks like I don't. So I'm going to need to extend this off the paper. I'm going to have to draw a smaller arc here, I am sorry. So I'm going to shrink down my arc. I'm going to reconstruct that. I'm going to take my compass and measure this angle. And then I'm running out of space over here, so I'm going to scratch that one. Let's go to line bisector. I'm going to get back to making a parallelogram with a little bit more room. I'm sorry about that. Alright, this one is a perpendicular line bisector. So I'm going to draw my edges on both sides. Stretch my compass so it's over halfway. Make a marker right here. Draw an arc. Move my compass to the other side and draw another arc. Now I'm going to connect those two marks. Perpendicular bisector, cutting that line in half. Next, I'm going to copy this angle. I'm going to label this R. I'm going to label this T. I'm going to draw another line. Will be the base of that angle. call this S right here. I'm now going to connect these two with an arc. I'm going to draw that same arc over here on my paper. Now I'm going to measure this angle exactly. With that measured, come back over here where that line intersected that, and I'm going to draw an arc. And now if I connect S through that, I will have an angle constructed at the same degree opening right there. So even though, again, these are shifted, those angles are exactly the same. Alright, now I'm going to do the parallelogram on a bigger piece of paper. I'm going to do that the way that we did in class. Draw the base of my parallelogram. I'm going to draw one of the sides. I'm going to draw a dot here. First thing I'm going to do is extend that side. Take my compass, draw an arc that connects those two lines just over halfway. Move my pointer up to that point right there. Draw another arc. Take my compass, measure this angle exactly. Move my compass pointer way up on top up here and draw another arc. That will give me a parallel line through that point. Next, I need to figure out where the other side of my parallelogram. I'm going to put that right there. You could call that maybe C, and this is D, and this is E. I need that other part of my parallelogram. So I'm going to go back and get the same arc size. Reproduce that from D, and it looks like I need to extend my line a little longer. From D, making sure I have that same arc size. Let's push that a little bit right there. Reproduce that arc over here. Go back and measure this angle exactly. With my pointer right here where that arc intersected my line I extended, draw another arc. And I'm going from D straight through that point. That is my parallelogram. This side is equal, and that. And then the top and bottom. And then these two lines are parallel, and these two lines are parallel. So that was number 15. They did not give you much room on here to do 15. Sorry about that. So it's much easier to do on another piece of paper. But the other ones are good. So 11, a rhombus. 12, parallel lines. 13, equilateral triangle. 14, hexagon inside a circle. 15, my parallelogram. 16, perpendicular line bisector. And then 17, bisecting. Oh, I'm sorry, this was copying an angle. Let me now do the real one. Let me do the angle bisector. And again, I apologize. What I did right here was copy the angle. I will do a angle bisector. 17. So let's make an angle. constructing an angle. Does not matter the size. I'm going to cut this angle exactly in half. So I'm going to draw an arc that connects those two just over halfway. I'm going to take my compass and measure this exactly. And now with my pointer where that arc intersected those rays, I'm going to draw two arcs. I'm going to go through the vertex of that angle, right through that point. And that cuts these angles exactly in half. An angle bisector. And again, I'm sorry, what I did right here was copying an angle. Good luck. I'm here every day at lunch or break if you need one-on-one help. Thank you.